You know, we've all heard the same old story about money. Save more, spend less. It's practically written in stone. But what if that's not the whole picture? What if the very habits you think are so smart are actually the things keeping you from building real wealth? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today. And I promise, it might just flip how you think about your finances entirely. Let's just cut right to it with this question. Is it possible that your most responsible, buttoned up money habits are secretly sabotaging your financial future? I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me here, because the answer could be a total game changer for you. So, this really gets to the heart of the matter. On one hand, you've got the common advice we've all had drilled into our heads: pinch every penny and avoid debt like the plague. But on the other hand, there's this different path, a wealth patch, that's all about investing in yourself and actually using something called leverage. Our goal here is to figure out how to jump from that left column over to the right. Okay, so first up, let's talk about something called the frugality trap. Now, that sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Who doesn't want to be frugal? But as we're about to see, this well-meaning mindset can actually trap you in a cycle of thinking small, and a lot of the time, you don't even realize it's happening. And let's be real, on the surface, this makes perfect sense. We're all taught that the path to financial freedom is paved with brown bag lunches and skipping that daily latte. It's the classic personal finance playbook, right? But what if following those rules just means you're playing the wrong game altogether? So, how does this trap actually show up in our day-to-day lives? Well, it disguises itself as these smart habits that promise us security, but what they might actually be delivering is broke results. All right, so think about your whole approach to money like it's a piece of code running in your brain. According to the source material, these three habits are a bug in that code. First, trying to save every single penny. Second, constantly hunting for discounts. And third, just flat out refusing to ever use debt. Now, they might look like features, not bugs, but trust me, they come with a massive hidden cost. So, what is that hidden cost? It's not about the money you're saving, believe it or not. It's about what you're giving up in the process. And this is where we really have to flip that conventional wisdom on its head and realize that saving a dollar isn't always the smartest move you can make. Okay, this next quote from the source material, it really hits home for me. Let this one sink in. Discounts are marketing, not miracles. That 20% off coupon you got in your email, it's not some gift from the universe. It's a very clever strategy designed to get you to spend money, and maybe more importantly, to capture your attention. And that's the real trade-off, isn't it? You might spend an hour driving across town or scrolling online to find a coupon that saves you $5. But that's a full hour you could have spent learning a new skill that might earn you an extra $5,000 down the road. See, the frugality trap doesn't just go after your money. It steals your time and your focus, which are so much more valuable. This scarcity mindset also makes you miss out on one of the most powerful tools for building wealth there is: leverage. You know, when most of us hear the word debt, we immediately think of like high-interest credit cards and we run for the hills. But that is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about good debt, like a loan for a rental property where the tenant's rent covers the mortgage, or a business loan to buy a piece of equipment that generates way more income. That's leverage. It's a tool you use to multiply your effort and your results. All right, so if saving pennies is the bug in the system, how do we fix it? Well, this is where we get to install the patch. This is the solution that's designed to upgrade your entire financial operating system. And what's great is that this patch is beautifully simple. It's just 2 steps. Step 1, you consciously stop obsessing over saving pennies. You just let the small stuff go. And step 2, you take all of that time, energy, and focus you just got back and you pour it into the single greatest asset you will ever own: yourself. Let's put this into perspective. The stock market might give you an 8% return in a good year. Maybe real estate does a little better. But the return on investment when you invest in yourself, by learning a high-value skill, getting a coach, mastering a craft, it's not even a percentage. The potential return is infinite. It's not even in the same league. Nothing else comes close. Okay, so let's tie all of this together, because this is the big mindset shift. This isn't about being reckless or irresponsible with your money. Nope. It's about a fundamental change in your entire strategy. It's about moving from playing a defensive game of saving to playing an offensive game of leveraging. When you really boil it all down, it comes down to the one central question you're asking yourself every day. The saver's focus is always on, how can I spend less? It's a mindset of scarcity, of making your world smaller. But the investor's focus, that shifts to, how can I earn more? And that's a mindset of expansion, of possibility. One of those worlds has a ceiling, and the other one is totally limitless. So, I want to leave you with this one last thought. Every single day, you're making choices about where you put your time, your energy, your focus. The question is, where is that focus going? Are you playing the small game, trying to save a few pennies here and there? Or are you playing the big game, building leverage and investing in yourself? The choice is all yours.